Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am gonna give you a scalping strategy that you can use to trade cryptocurrencies. It does not matter whether you wanna trade Bitcoin, whether you wanna trade Ethereum or Cardano or Dogecoin or any other cryptocurrencies, you can use this simple scalping strategy to make a lot of money while trading cryptocurrencies. This strategy is based on two different time frames. The first one will be our 15-minute time frame from where we need to find the overall market direction. And once we have the overall market direction, then we will go down to 5-minute time frame, which will be our trading time frame. And I am going to give you some steps that you will need to follow on 5-minute time frame to find the perfect trade entry. By the end of this video, you will have a better understanding of where to enter, where to exit, where to put your stop loss, and how to manage your risk while trading cryptocurrencies. So if you are new here, please consider subscribing as I upload trading videos regularly to help you become consistent and profitable trader. So now I am going to share my computer screen with you and you will see that what is this strategy and how you can use it to make money. Okay guys, so as you can see, we have a 15-minute chart here on Bitcoin versus US dollar. So right now, the first thing that we want to do on 15 minute is to zoom out a little bit and find the overall market direction. And you can see that we have been going up, up and up for a very, very long time. Now, this is the first thing that we want to do on 15 minute. Once we know that the overall, like the previous few days movement is going upwards, then we want to shift our focus to the recent move, the move which happened a day or 2 days ago. So you can see that the recent strong movement was for the buy side from here to here. Now we have a very strong movement for the buy side. This third, the third thing that we want to do is we need to see that have we broke any previous resistance area in case of buyers and spot area in case of sellers. Right now, because we are looking from the buyer's perspective, so now we need to find that either we have broke a previous resistance area or not. And you can see that this was the area of resistance that was holding for a very long time. We were unable to go above this area again and again and again. And once we broke it, we went upwards, we made a new higher high. So now that the overall market direction is buy, the recent market direction is buy, and we have also broken a very key resistance area. So this was all that we wanted to do on 15-minute time frame. Once we have all these three things, the first one is the overall market direction, the second is the recent market direction, and the third is the breakout area. We need to go down to 5-minute time frame. So I'm going to go down to 5-minute time frame now. And guys, just to be clear that this is the very recent movement, like the movement that happened 2 or 3 days ago. I'm not going to go back 1 year before and to show you that how you can trade today. I am talking about what happened couple of days ago and how you could have used this strategy to make money out of that movement. So this is our higher high area. All right. This is our higher high and that was the area of the breakout. So what we need to do on 5 minute is we need to find the pullback from the sellers. If we want to buy, we need sellers in the market. And if we want to sell, we need buyers in the market. And we cannot buy from the resistance and we cannot sell at the spot area. So now we are on 5-minute time frame and this is the area of a higher highs. And you can see that we are unable to cross all this area and that is exactly what we need. We need market to stop at some area to make a higher high and starts rejecting from it and come down towards the area of breakout. And that is exactly what happened. We can see that from here, when the buyers were making highs and higher lows, from here we made a very strong movement to the downside. We have a very strong movement from the sellers because we need sellers in the market. So we have a very strong movement from the sellers in the market, and this is on 5 minute time frame. I need inside this buyer's territory, I need to see a structure something like that. I need to see that we are unable to cross the higher highs and we are rejecting from it again and again. And then we should have a very strong sellers movement. And once we have this sellers movement, that is the first thing from the sellers that we have here. We need to wait for some more pullbacks, and we will only consider second pullback if we cross this price. Once the buyers comes again and we starts to consolidate here as we did in this area, once we start to consolidate here, I need to wait for the sellers to do something like that. Like they should come below this first movement, the big movement. They should come lower than this, and they should have a struggle in it. Like the sellers here and the sellers here. If you compare, you can see that we can see some buyer strength in this movement, and there was a very minimum buyer strength here. The sellers were strong here. Even though this we have buyers, but the sellers were strong. And in this case, the sellers are strong, but the buyers are also trying to come again and again and again. Another thing is, you see the distance here from here to here, and you see this distance here to here. Look at how the sellers made their movement down when they were first starting out, and how the buyers are moving down when they are trying to cross this area. They did cross this area afterwards, but when they were coming towards this area, how they were coming? They were coming with a very, very struggling move. And that is also what we need. So now that inside this breakout area, this whole breakout area, and from higher highs, we are having sellers, and the overall market direction is for the buy side. We are having sellers, and the sellers are losing strength while coming towards this area. Just to be clear, there should be two swings, like the first swing here and the second swing here. And between the first and the second swing, there should be a lot of struggle from the sellers, as we have here. So whenever we reach the level of breakout area, I get ready to take an entry. Now, there is a very important thing that I want to mention. It does not matter that if we come towards this area, we should start buying blindly. We have to wait until couple of rejections. We have to wait until market starts to hold up at that level after all these swings and all these struggle from the sellers. And you can see, if I zoom in, you can see that when after this struggling movement and after this second pullback and we crossed this level, we came right back in. That is a very, very important thing. If we cross this level and we continue to go down, then there is no trade opportunity for us. But if we cross this level, the low of first pullback, the first movement down, if we cross this level and we have enough struggle from the sellers already and buyers came right back in, that is the time that we know that we are getting ready to go towards this area again. So anywhere you put your trade here, you put your buy position here and place your stop loss below the rejections area, that would be enough. Just to keep in mind that you have to give it a little bit of space. So in case if sellers come again for the last rejection, because that is sometimes happen, and I have seen it happens a lot of time in last 4.5 years. So you have to give a little bit of space so your trade can breathe in case if the sellers try to reject again from this area. So anywhere below the rejections area, you put your stop loss and you put your target at the recent high would be a very great opportunity. Now, how to manage your risk? First of all, that you do not need to invest a lot of money in one single trade. Let's say if you have a $10,000 account, I recommend that you either invest 100 or maximum $200 every single trade. And you have to only take a trade when you see that there is an absolute perfect trade opportunity in the market. If you do that, if you risk only 1 or 2% per trade, you will have a very clear mindset in case if you take a loss. That is a very, very important thing. But if you lose 10% in just one trade, it is going to affect your psychology. So I recommend that you only take a trade with 1% or maximum up to 2% per trade. So that is the strategy that I wanted to share. I recommend that you watch it again and again and again and practice this on your own until you become master at it. So if I want to show you the risk reward ratio, you can see that if we have invested $100, we could have made $229. And if we have invested $1,000 on this trade, we could have made more than $2,000. So that is the strategy, and that is how effective scalping can be. So this is it from this video, guys. If you have liked it, please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video.